Alright, welcome to a game with Pablo Cakes. As you already know, Pablo is a support character who can basically crap out amulets every 2 minutes. And personally, I think he's up there kind of with Cheryl, fighting over who's the better one. It's still probably Cheryl, but Pablo is really good with amulets, and consequently, he's really good with warriors. But something I noticed a lot of Pablos like to do is just use the amulet on themselves, which gives like half an amulet or one amulet bar to a warrior. However, if you just give them your amulet and they're maxed out on shields, which is important to look for, especially with like a Henry, you can see like 5 shield bars or the other ones with 4. Usually it's safe to assume they maxed out on shields because warriors will want to do that. And then when that's the case and you're near them, I typically just drop down a shield, let them pick it up and use it on themselves. That tends to get some mileage that way. Oh, if you didn't notice too, right when you start out, or right when I start out as Pablo, I immediately hit his ability, just amulet right then and there, because I only have 2 when I start off. But giving him another one is basically how I just get the ball rolling on those amulets. You really don't want to sit on amulets because it's just a waste of time at that point. Another thing for my Pablo build, which is pretty useful in the castle actually, is I maxed out his detection of mission items or whatever they call it. Basically the map pieces though. That's really what they mean. So I maximize out the map piece detection range. Because the idea I have with Pablo is I will just run forward and loot, or not loot, but just grab the pieces and let the rest of the team loot, hopefully in peace. But either way, while the demon's playing, they'll feel the pressure. However, Pablo like running forward really works better in like the other 2 maps. This one, especially in the castle, doesn't seem to help. And already the demons found me, which is not good. If you may have seen in my other my video about using a flute in Castle Kandar, Pablo is actually pretty difficult to see in the castle because he has no aura to him. And I guess that's something I learned in hindsight because I still have his flashlight on. Therefore, there we go. I have his flashlight on, so he's pretty easy to see at that point. Another thing to note about Pablo is, you know, his invisibility to the demon to an extent, which means you can drive in cars and the demon won't detect you unless they're looking at the map and they see the car icon driving, or shooting weapons too. He can shoot without notifying the demon of his position. So, in terms of his build, I have both balance bars almost maxed out, but I decided to run with range over melee, just because his melee is a little bit more useful. And this demon chased me all the way over here. I don't have a chance to snag that Shems. That's exactly what I was there for. But yeah, this demon clearly is going after me, which is fine. Well, that wasn't fine. I almost ruined my car grinding up against the demon there. But that's good. I want the demon on me. This is the same thing as collecting map pieces. I am letting the demon waste his time with me, while hopefully these other guys have a good chance to loot. Looking at Warrior Ash, he does have his shields maxed out, so it looks like they've definitely gotten a good start. Now, even though I have the demon presumably on me, I just want to keep driving and see how committed is he to chasing me down. Which typically should be pretty committed. In case he possesses me, I want to fill up on my health. Get some use out of this. Didn't have enough chance to dodge in the middle of doing the animation, but basically start using my resources again. And since it's Pablo too, I want to max out on shields almost ASAP. Revolver, as you know, is probably my personal favorite. It's good on Pablo too. Just with support though, you really got to try to go for those headshots. That's how you can make the most use out of a range right there. So anyway, keep maxing out a shield, just because it's something to protect you as a support. At least you can regenerate your own. I've actually become more of a fan of the hunting rifle as of late. I like how I like the damage it can do, and I like that it relies on aim. Because not to fillet myself or anything, but I think I'm pretty decent with aiming it, which definitely seems to pay off with the hunting rifle over, say, the boomstick, what's the one, the double barrel. Like, their spread is just so wide that I feel like I have to like jump up to them and get a pop in their head, which when you have warriors all over them too, it's pretty tricky to do. So lucky me, the demon seems to have moved on, and yeah, it's attacking the other support Ash. I don't know why I chose support, by the way. I chose Pablo pretty quickly because I wanted to do a Pablo video. But yeah, I guess he wanted to be support as well, which not the end of the world, but when you only have 2 damage dealers and like not even a leader to kind of buff people, then 2 supports is generally a bad idea there. The good news about the team is that even though Sash or support Ash was getting attacked over there, they seem to have pulled through. So hopefully I can just leave them be for a little bit, and they'll be okay while I do some looting of my own. Because I'd say I've earned it. Might sound a little cocky to say, but I did keep the demon off them for a pretty decent amount of time. Pablo Cakes needs his loot too. That purple chainsaw would do really well with Warrior Ash. I think at this point though I've spent too much time for myself. But I mean that's kind of that's what I also wanted to do. There's 2 things there. Would have given me a chance to loot somewhere far away that probably hasn't been hit up yet, and 2, I also had the demon on my ass, so I really wanted to see how committed they were to chasing me. Alright, so Vengeance Village, there's the map piece. I don't know if you noticed, it's hard to see, but the range detection, you can determine the map piece. It's like 100% for most players. For Pablo, it's 150% when you have it maxed out, which is what I do for this exact reason. I want to be able to just stock up on everything. The only problem I see with my Pablo build, though, is I'm a little short on Shemps, but given that there's another support here, it shouldn't really be a big deal. I guess we'll find out. So much for that talk about being accurate. There we go. Castle walls. I haven't taken the time yet to look at the map, but I'm hoping that these guys are in that area at least. Part of me does want to go to Castle Walls just to scout it out, but I also want to check up on these guys, make sure, like, see if I can help them if they're being harassed. Trying to give him an amulet, but I don't think he's noticing what's going on here. So typical tactic with support, stick and move, stick and move. getting an idea of the wind-up is really important for dodging, and basically once they start swinging, that's when I start jumping. Yo! Love that line of his. Yeah. More damage, never a bad thing. So Warrior Ash seems alright. Him and Support Ash are kind of watching over each other. It looks like what's her name, Amanda, is over there just hopefully taking care of the piece. Because if it's not Pablo, Hunters are also really good for just scouting out, just because of their stamina and speed. I don't know what Amanda is doing, but I hope it's worth it. Just getting a bunch of supplies that we'll need down the road. Otherwise, she is kind of getting our time wasted here. Castle walls too is such a bitch to find the piece at. The keep, you kind of know it's in the main center building there that winds up, which can be a trap, but at least you kind of know where it is. Yield S-Mart is basically like when you first arrive in all the market stalls. Sometimes in the walls right next to them, but the castle walls. Thank God he found it.
If he can get to it.
If he can get to it. The castle walls. What I originally thought was, imagine if you can the Kandar castle on the map. I thought it was just basically on the south side of the map, like for a 180, but it turns out it's actually like almost all of the castle walls. What that means is instead of like half a circle, it's like a C. Basically it covers the entrance, like, okay, so picture yourself going through the main entrance of the castle. It's going to be the wall following from the right all the way to the gap in the north side of the castle wall. So basically it covers that huge amount, and as you know, the castle walls are also a pain in the ass to access, as you can see here. Like, you got 3 of us just trying to figure out how to get to this stupid fucking piece. As much as I do say this is a very survivor-sided map, the castle walls and the canyon, those are both horrible spots to get a map piece.
The lost pages of the Necronomicon and Kandarian dagger are within reach. My plan will only succeed with these items.
Did you hear that? That's a goddamn Evil Ash boss right there. I think he needs help. But castle walls, right? It's kind of a pain just to know what the heck's going on. But I know I heard the boss spawn. Hunting rifle too, especially if you're going against Necro. It's not a bad idea for what's it called, warriors to have it. And the main reason for warriors, why they're decent with a hunting rifle, is like 2 shots, no matter how shitty their range is, will take out the flutist. All right, I found the Evil Ash. He's by himself, thank God, so we don't have to deal with his hordes. Dodge him, because he's pretty easy to dodge. So our team right now, we're not really doing a great job of sticking together. This is probably the most I've seen of our team together at one time. I picked up an amulet, but I do notice he's coming back for it. I don't know if Amanda picked up the other one. I really hope she didn't. Because hunters, if you have dodge, they're basically Having a bunch of amulets on a hunter is kind of useless. So I don't know. If I play hunter and I'm around a warrior, I'll drop amulets for them just because like you don't really need it for a hunter.
You have awakened the lost pages of the Necronomicon. Stay close and hold your position.
So good at flipping cars when I'm a survivor. For some reason, I can't seem to do as a demon though. So I would consider at this point split capturing, but the only thing is that support Ash by himself on one point, the demon's gonna fuck him up if we don't do anything. Like, we're not really in a power position over the demon right now, so the best chance we have right now is our numbers to get together, group up as a full team, and hopefully we can cover each other. Hopefully everybody got enough looting in. And yeah, I figure it's a good time just to drop ammo. If you're at a capture point, it's good to just like drop down the ammo. If you think the demon's gonna go for the book too, it might be a good idea too, just to hold on to that ammo, just to save it for the end. Just because a hunter without ammo is you're basically gonna lose the game. Especially if it's like a Henrietta just going crazy on the book. Oh, there's our ranger down. I think I was forgetting my character there for a second. I want to try to get him up. That's one nice aspect about Pablo. Getting swarmed though. What the fuck? Support Ash is really insistent on doing this all on his own. Alright, his animation, Evil Ash, when he reappears, at that point it's too late. Like, it takes like a good 2 seconds or so to like make his presence known and do it. It's like, I really don't want to be giving hell to the hunter. I mean, they should be all right, but Samando is kind of struggling. Yep, go for the support.
Your group has obtained the lost pages. The living are one step closer to defeating the dead.
There's no stopping me now.
So while support Ash is capturing that, I'm banking off the thought that Demon probably got kicked to the other side of the map. So hopefully that gives us a little bit of time just to stock up on stuff. Because frankly, we're gonna need it. I mean, we're not exactly a well-oiled machine for a team. We're kind of just randos playing randomly. Shit, support Ash is getting fucked up. Just notice. Marcus Shemps. A legendary hunting rifle. I do really want that. But it looks like Amanda does too. So, Amanda's in front of me. She's faster than me. And she's a hunter, so... At that point, as much as I did want that rifle, it's kind of a split decision at the moment. Just, you know what, let her have it. Support Ash needs some goddamn help, like now. Yeah, look at all these guys. Hey, he wanted to capture solo, though. So I'm sure he knew the risk. So it came just in time though too. Well, maybe not just in time, but at least the point will still be slowly getting captured while these two bumblefucks take their time. So this is a big challenge I'm having with this team, is that we're just not really sticking together. Or if they do want to loot, which is kind of fine, they're not making it fast, you know. Take a chance to get a Shemson. Yeah, sorry, support Ash. There's just no way I'm going to be able to pick you up like this. It's like a Warrior Ash is on his way, but I mean, the dagger is like, it's still a ways off. I'm going to need to protect myself here. And I need to get back on the point too. That's really important for moments like these. When you get off the point, when everyone's off the point, it starts going really down really quickly. Like, I don't know what the exact rate is, but it seems like 3 times the capture rate it goes down. Take out the Flutus, and down go the dominoes. But there's where Pablo's useful, at least in these situations, is he's hard to see. So I've been kind of able to evade him this whole time. Excuse me. Start maxing out health too, just because support's pretty damn strong with that. I'm not letting her get the amulet. That's for warriors only. One thing to note about Pablo and his invisibility though too, and I hope they patch this because it seems more like a glitch or bug than anything, is if you get downed, once you get picked back up again, that was nice of him. You get knocked down, when you get back up again, you're visible to the demon like everybody else is. So it's kind of imperative if you're playing as Pablo, try not to get knocked down, because if you do, that's a huge chunk of your power that just goes away. Well, it took 3 of them going down, but now they're fine. Well, at least we're all finally sticking together. And the trick I'm telling you about, demon possesses the car, stand behind it, eat a little bit of damage. That'll waste a lot of their time. So I had to step away for a second there. Where are we at? Oh, Shems. So, without communication, this is some of the problem we're running into. Amanda and Warrior Ash are looting somewhere that I already looted. So, unless they want to find like specialty ammo, they're not going to find much there. So you have S2 supports just basically taking care of business here. This fucking guy. I forget how much range those elites have. Yeah, there's probably something you don't see every day is healing to heal the support guy as well. Yeah. But hey, this support Ash, he's probably the most proactive of everyone on our team. So hey,
yo,
I don't want to see him
time
go.
to knock me.
Yeah, we do, because I don't know if these two remember, but she has the legendary hunting rifle,
The demon will
and
nothing to destroy.
if she got one more shot in there, she was gonna kill Warrior Ash and support Ash. Even that could have been a really uphill battle. So I've had to play Warrior sometime, even though I'm a support, and it's not pretty. Usually it does not end well. You want to move, Amanda? There we go. Let's try to thin the herd a little bit. So there is something I didn't know. If the demon's in the middle of spawn, you can't really do damage to him, or the boss. If the boss is in the middle of spawn, you can't do damage to him, but he will absorb the bullets anyway, kind of like friendly fire. Just he doesn't bitch of like, stop firing at me, you know. Well, that'd be kind of funny if he did. That'd be kind of funny actually if they had a boss that complained about you shooting him. By the way, that went on for way too long. Let one of the supports worry about damage control if it's that big of a deal, or you know, crowd control. Warrior Ash really needs to get his ass in here because he is the only one that can really fuck up the possessed units there. Well, this is going to be a close one. I mean, this has been a close game the whole time, pretty much, but I got 2 Shemps. We should be okay. And when you're in this kind of situation and you're doing decent on health, or even if you're not doing decent on health, the book's low, you really want to try to get in between you and the demon as much as possible and have their auto aim get stuck on you. Whew. And yeah, we that was a close one, but we barely squeezed out a victory. Surprisingly, no deaths at the end, too. Guess the looting paid
I
off.
wish I could be with you to witness spawns of hell and dark spirits ejected from our world. Know that I am there in spirit.
Amanda did pretty good, actually. Same with Warrior Ash. I mean, supports, that's what we do, is not very much, but hey, I like to think I wasted a lot of the demon's time with them, and that's pretty important, too. Maybe they'll add that as a metric. But, well, until then, take care of yourself.